Yo, peoples, it's your boy Kyushu92 with yet another One Piece chapter reaction review. But before we get started, I just wanted to clear some things up. Now, I know for some of you who have seen my last review for chapter 844, Luffy vs. Sanji, some of you have said that I may have been a little bit hard and heavy-worded on Sanji. And I will admit, I was, but I was also caught up in the moment. I really wasn't thinking of the consequences of of how hard it would be for Sanji just to beat up his brothers and then run out and join Luffy and everything. What with all the consequences that he's faced before, I wasn't really thinking about that at the time. I had a Luffy moment. I was thinking about all the good things that could happen if he returned, and I didn't even think of all the danger involved. So that happened. So I'll be a bit more conscientious about how I word some things into the future. But that's it. On with the review. Chapter 845, The Enraged Army. And what do we have on the cover page? Cover page request. Nami getting pampered by 5 kittens. Osaka Prefecture. PN Wild Strawberry Aqua. I have no idea what that means. But we get Nami being pampered by kittens. And they're being run ragged. That doesn't surprise me at all. But, moving on, we have... Okay, that's a nice picture of Luffy versus Sanji. That's nice. But on to the actual chapter. Alright, all silence. After what just took place, will bridges be burned? Luffy, and everything's silent. You're not seriously just going to wait here, are you? Why did my page freeze? We're right smack in the middle of enemy grounds right now. And Luffy is still laying on the ground. Yeah. Remember what Pound told us about people who've managed to beat a commander in the past? Big Mom sends in her enraged army along with her deadly storm to finish them off. If you stay out in the open like this, the enemy might... But Sanji... Oh, wait, he's beat up so bad he's messing up his speech. Sanji Big Storm. I've got a big deal. Sanji will come. I'm going to wait here. Because it doesn't give a translation of that. Surprisingly. Then she shudders. Huh? Where did these storm clouds roll in from? And then King Baum is looking all surprised. What's wrong, King Baum? On that mountain lies the whole cake chateau where Mama resides. Mama is infuriated, Jill. You don't mean to tell me, how can a single human being possess this kind of power? Lin Lin is a woman with the ability to control and manipulate the weather. Once she crosses that line, there's absolutely nothing anyone can do to quell her rage. And this is a flashback from when Pound was telling her about her powers. Back in Sweet City, Lord Prometheus and Lord Zeus are wreaking havoc. Mama is in a full-blown rage. Wait, why does Lord Zeus have like a kid's hat on? He has like a little beanie cap. Like a little beanie cap with stripes on it. We are the army that shall avenge Lord Cracker. Clear the way. The enraged army is coming through. Well, look what we have here. Let me try that again. That sounded terrible. Well, look what we have here. They're going to hunt down and kill that Straw Hat. That moron did say he was going to wait for you at that spot. Those guys are done for. The enraged army also... Hold up! Hold up! These guys are done for. They're definitely not getting out of this alive. Thrifty Bobbin! Bobbin! We haven't seen Bobbin since the first Big Mom introduction. Demon Lady Amant, Mondur the Scribe. I can't even count high enough to add up the total bounty of all the heavyweights here. But still, Bobbin! We haven't seen Bobbin in forever! Oh, wow. And then Sanji's having flashbacks. I'm not budging an inch from this spot, Sanji. Well, I'm sure even he's not idiotic enough to stay put after seeing an army like that. Ha! Rain. This is a pun because Mizuame is a kind of Japanese candy, but Mizu means water and Ame means rain. So I guess that's what the kanji mean for the rain. Rain. No, this is Mizuame. I won't let even this Mizuame get in my mouth. I ain't eating a single thing until it's from Sanji. Wow, this dude's adamant. Back at Whole Cake Chateau. Mama! 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 Whoa, what just happened? No! No! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold up! What just happened? Okay. And out of nowhere, it just decides to pull up this scam page. No, we're gonna squash this right now. Thank you, Task Manager. Ain't no viruses getting up on my computer while I'm trying to have a review. Rude! We're continuing. I still gotta wait for it to come up, though. No, don't restore, because it's just going to bring up that same thing. I'm keeping this. I can't have the same reaction that I had before. It's not going to be as effective. And go down to page 8. Mama! Back at Whole Cake Chateau. Mama! The head chef won't let me borrow his knives. I wanted to mutilate my stuffed animals. Well, then we have a problem here, don't we? Dulce Drage? Dulce Drage? Is that how you say it? Dulce Drage! Go get them for her. No way, Mama. Every time we give Anana knives, she manages to pop all of our balloons. Yeah, she's rotten to the core, and I'm definitely gonna kill her one day. Yeah, Mama, don't encourage such psychopathic behavior like that. Ha! Everyone has at least 100 or 200 people they want to kill. Just accept that fact and get along, my children. Tomorrow, my big sister, Pudding, will finally be... What? Tomorrow? Oh, she said your, not mine. I thought for a minute, Pudding's her sister? I'm sorry. Tomorrow, your big sister, Pudding, will finally be getting married. And she's singing this. The time has finally come to meet the family of her groom. Finally, the tea party. Ugh. Ma. I'm happy you were able to make it all the way here, Germa66. We had some minor issues, but everything will be fine now. Seriously, though, I've heard so much about you. A cook for Pudding's room? That's just perfect. Well, not that it really makes much difference. The main purpose of this marriage is to cement our alliance in stone. Finally, the tea party! As long as you and I are on the same page, Judge, it should be smooth sailing from here on out. Ha! Yes, I couldn't have said it better myself. When you speak as judge, you must look mad. However, I shall simply add that the lasting happiness of our children come first and foremost. Is there any captions at the bottom? Okay, good. I wish all the best for tomorrow's ceremony. I guarantee it shall be a day that none of us forgets. Black tea, green tea, black tea, green tea. Which of us? Black tea for me. Ah! Yeah! Black tea! Black tea, tappity tap. They're all singing all of this. Eat me first. Don't you dare forget about me. Honey, take as much as you want, little boys. Superbly sweet. They are singing all of this. All of the food, dinnerware, silverware, everywhere is singing. Wieners, cabbage, ham, pancakes were all super super tasty. How about you guys pipe down for me? Sanji is in no mood for games. What? Oh, don't be that way. Let's have a fun, jolly lunch. What excessively loud food. Yo, how am I? First, the pancake is screaming. And in the process, he's asking, hey, how do I taste? Am I good? Ah, you're eating me! But am I good? and Pudding's listening. Pudding... Oh, Sanji. She's whispering to him, and she slides him something. We need to talk in private later. Oh! Get it, Sanji! Oh, wait, it might not be what you think. Never mind. Just outside Sweet City. Heavens... No good, you. Luffy's location. Luffy! Please, all I'm asking is that you hide. You won't be breaking your promise if you move a tiny bit away from this place. Not a chance! If Sanji shows up, he'll think I left. You guys can go if you want. Luffy, I'm begging you, don't you understand whose territory you're in? Bzz. We've located Straw Hat Luffy. While the entire army... You stand zero chance of taking down an army of that size. I already made my promise, so I'm staying right here. Inside the Whole Cake Chateau, Pudding's room. Don't you do nothing, Sanji. Please forgive me. I was unable to keep my promise with Luffy and his comrades. It's my fault that they're in all this trouble right now. Why am I doing this voice? I was wondering how they managed... Pudding's voice threw me off. I am so sorry. I was wondering how they managed to get here through that heavily guarded port at sea. But either way, I wouldn't have gone to the coast. If you're talking about the invitation, I took all the blame for you. Everything would have worked out. Once you attend the ceremony, your chances of escape become nigh. Now that Mama is so familiar with forced marriages, she makes it a point to put those ominous wristlets on people who give her the slightest inkling that they may run. Once they are in place on you, you no longer have any options. You talking about these? Oh dear. Why am I doing Pudding's voice? I should have my sister do this. Your mama has the keys to these. If we want to steal them back, our only recourse is to take on and defeat her entire crew. Yeah, sure, alright. It can't be. Has Mama already begun to move? Yes, and to make matters worse, as of this very moment, I don't have a single ally I can count on. Whoa! Hold up! Sanji's peeling off his face. We may be related by blood, but this is what they really think of me. I'm nothing more than a failure in the eyes of my so-called family. Empathy and compassion are foreign to them when it comes to me. So, apparently, that little thing that Reiju put on his face did not heal his face. It was not his face. I thought it was his face this whole time. His face is still jacked up from when Ichiji, Niji, and Yonji beat him up when I think it was Yonji led him down to that clone facility lab. Those injuries. I've never, not once, gotten joy in being born a royal. That's why I left for the sea in the first place. In search of a place I wasn't even sure existed. But if I try and resist this marriage, all my friends, everyone I hold dear will suffer the consequences. To make matters worse, the man I consider my father, who happens to reside in the East Blue, is also at risk. They're just looking for an excuse to pounce on that savior of mine too. I've carefully weighed my options, but there's no place for me to run. That's why I've decided to quit struggling and just go with the flow. You're saying... I'm saying my words. In exchange, I wanted Big Mom to let my friends off her hook. But instead of that, at this very moment, they're all out there trying to find and destroy them. I'm so sorry. My own mother has put all of you in such a precarious situation. No, there's no need for you to apologize. None of this is on you, Pudding. Until 13 years ago, I've lived in pure... Well, you can sort of figure it out. I've returned to that place now, but during these 13 years I was away, I was greeted with a lifestyle that allowed me to be incredibly happy. Everyone I met during that time, they're all my saviors. My only wish is to disappear from all of their lives without hurting a single one of them. My adventure must come to an end here. Straw Hat has something to say about that, Luffy, but once again, I'm gonna save my words. And that's Pudding. Hey, stop with the waterworks already. You're really making me feel bad here.
Sanji, I won't let this marriage of yours turn into that kind of place for you.
She sends something else, but still. It's very apparent that Pudding wants to help. Yay for Pudding! And he can't say anything.
Forgive me, I shouldn't be so presumptuous. Especially at a time like this. Of course you'd have a grudge against this marriage. I've overstepped my boundaries. My apologies.
Pudding is my kind of girl. Soft-spoken and nice and overly apologetic. Well, actually, that's me.
I mean, I just met you, and there was no way I'd be able to fill the big hole in your heart right now. And besides...
Whoa, Luffy's already starting to fight him.
You've never even uttered a single word about us marrying. But here I am just assuming that.
Yep, Luffy's fighting. He's fighting everybody. I've never seen Luffy fight this many people. The Fishmen in the Fishmen arc do not count because he used Haki on half of them. And then the Straw Hats fought the rest, but Luffy's fighting them by himself. Then he... What did he do? He hugged her. You are my only savior right now. If you really don't mind it being me, then...
Sanji.
Tomorrow, let's do it. Let's get married. What? Savior or promise? Which will he choose? Is his adventure really going to end here? Next issue, we will be out on break. Chapter end. This is a good chapter. We finally got to the tea party. Finally. But we also see that I don't want to sound too presumptuous, but Sanji's really doing all that he can to ensure that all of his friends get off of that island safely. He's the only reason why he's going along with this marriage is because he wants to keep everybody that's close to him, Owner Zeph, the Straw Hats, and everybody in between safe. But due to recent actions by either Luffy and everybody else, it's making it difficult for them to come out of this unscathed as of right now. But yep, I knew it. I knew that I already knew that Sanji had no intention of behaving like a royal. He even says himself he hated being born a royal. But we can clearly see that he still has the crew's best interests at heart, even though he's putting up this massive facade, which happened in the last chapter, in front of Luffy, in order to, keep the Germa 66 from, trying to go ham on Luffy and Nami and everybody else there. But I'm really interested to see the outcome of this. And he ends this chapter by saying, tomorrow let's do it, let's get married. So the marriage is happening the next day after this chapter. But it'd be interesting to see what happens. But among other things that happens is the Enraged army pretty much responds quickly to Cracker getting, bodied by Luffy earlier. And it pretty much has all the sons and daughters of Big Mom grabbing up arms, led by Bobbin, no less. We haven't seen that dude in a while. But we haven't seen that dude in forever, and he's there leading them towards to where Luffy is to kill him. And we last see Luffy actually fighting everyone. I don't even know how big this army is, but he's fighting everybody. I want to see this fight. I hope they animate this fight. We haven't even seen the full fight in this. We just seen tidbits and strips of it, but I can't wait to see it. I want to see it. Which reminds me, I need to be looking at the recent episodes. I haven't started on the Zoe arc for the anime quite yet. I think I have started on Zoe, but only the first episode into the Zoe arc. So I probably should start that soon. But overall, this was a pretty good chapter. But it may seem like Sanji's given up, but Pudding pretty much says, well, I'm not going to let this turn into the nightmare that was your life. So I'll do everything I can to help you. But Sanji's still saying, well, the only person that can save me is you, Pudding, so let's get married tomorrow. I really don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm drawing a blank. I don't even have any theories of how this is going to turn. But overall, this was a good chapter. And I did not overanalyze anything. I did not use heavy words depending on stuff. And I will be more careful how I do things in the future. But overall, this was a good chapter. I overall liked it. But we just see that Luffy's really just determined to get his cook back. There's even a little tidbit that says that the rain on Whole Cake Island was literally like a food type of rain. Luffy wouldn't even let that fall into his mouth because he won't eat anything other than Sanji's own cooking. But the ending words to this sort of make me think a little bit. Savior or promise, which will he choose? Is his adventure really going to end here? I highly doubt it. But we have yet to see what anybody else is doing since we've seen Luffy and Sanji here. We haven't heard from Pedro. We haven't heard from Brook. We haven't heard from pretty much anybody else in this whole arc. So we have no idea what they're up to. I mean, I know Pedro and Brook are sort of trying to work on getting that poneglyph that's in Big Mom's possession. But I have a feeling that they're doing something more. That's just a theory, but still. Overall, good chapter. So, thanks for everybody coming out to see me today. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I can't wait to see you again in the next chapter of One Piece. So, as always, I will see you in the next video, and once again, as always, later, peoples.